Well, thank you for joining us tonight. I am Xavier Walton, and we start here with major developments involving victims of one of the nation's most infamous serial killers. Texas EquuSearch announced it'll start searching for more of Dean Corll's victims. Corll was called the Candyman, one of two Houston area killers with that name. He was also called the Pied Piper. Our Marcelino Benito joins us now with the very latest in a case that is decades old. Marcelino.
Xavier, this is a disturbing story that has haunted Houston for decades. The bodies of dozens of young boys were found on this property behind me back in the 70s. Tonight, Texas EquuSearch says they have a new plan to search for more victims that were never found.
We know there's more bodies of young boys out there somewhere.
A big announcement from Texas EquuSearch. 48 years to the day since notorious Candyman killer Dean Corll was shot and killed by teenage accomplice Elmer Wayne Henley at a Pasadena home.
Once that investigation started rolling, it turned into something just more than strictly a homicide.
Henley confessed to his roles in the mass murders alongside teen David Brooks, who died in prison last year. They helped lure dozens of boys for Corll, who then sexually tortured and brutally killed them. Police found 28 victims in the 70s.
A lot of them were just petrified to know that, hey, there's some guys around here killing dozens of kids, picking them off the street. These guys were a killing machine.
Texas EquuSearch says at least 20 more boys' bodies could still be out there. And that, they say, is a conservative estimate.
Am I going to say we're going to find anything? Probably chances are no, but we know if we don't do anything, then chances are zeros.
Tim Miller says they'll be using ground penetration units to try and find remains. He won't disclose exact search areas or exact timing, but thanks to new information, says they're starting soon.
I mean, this thing could take us, and probably will take us, from here to Surfside to Port Arthur to Brodus, almost 200-mile radius.
EquuSearch tackling a case nearly half a century old. It won't be easy, Miller says, but worth it if they find at least one missing boy.
Many of these parents have passed away never knowing where their child was. Hopefully there's brothers and sisters out there that can reach out to us and we can let them know somebody still cares.
Miller is asking families with boys who went missing back in the 70s from this area to reach out to Texas EquuSearch to see if there's any possible connection to any of these cases. We can also tell you Miller has reached out to Elmer Henley in prison and pleaded with him for help in tracking down any more possible victims' remains. Xavier, back to you.
A story spanning from the early 70s until now. Wow, Marcelino. All right, thank you.